Hi, I'm Sonnet with Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and I want to welcome you all to my channel. Now, today's video is going to be about Cranberry Fest, so I'm going to bring you along. I hope you enjoy, and then at the end, let me know something that you learned or what did you really like. Or if you have any questions about the event, I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you love DIY, upcycling, furniture flipping, a day in the life of a small business owner, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, which is that little bell, and go ahead and give me a like if you do like the video. All right, well, I hope you enjoy. I'm on the road, so it's Friday morning and it's roughly 8 o'clock. I packed the rest of the stuff this morning and I am on the road. So I just wanted to give you that first update. We're headed to Eagle River. I just am a little nervous because I feel like my trailer might be a little overweighted, but I'm sure it's fine. So I have it loaded really good and everything is nice and tight. So we'll just go from here. As I was driving, I realized that the colors in northern Wisconsin were at their peak. People drive up here just to see the amazing, beautiful colors, and I thought I would share it with you all. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I can't believe that just a couple weeks ago, these were all green, and we hit it right at peak with Cranberry Fest. So, like I said, I just wanted to share with you and enjoy these beautiful colors. Here I am, coming into Eagle River, population 1,398. I'm going to first head over to the Quick Trip, grab some water and grab a sandwich and just some snacks, just because I know how it's going to be. I am going to start working, and before you know it, I will have not ate any lunch. So I'm going to head there first, and then we'll go and we'll get registered at Cranberry Fest, and I'll show you the grounds of Cranberry Fest, and we'll go from there. So I know I said that I was going to show you the grounds and the area of the festival, but when I pulled in and saw how many tents were already set up, you could pay $50 extra to set up early, and I got really nervous when I realized I had to maneuver my husband's truck and this U-Haul around all these tents. So I quickly just unloaded everything as quick as I possibly could and got out of there. Good morning. So I have the booth basically set up. I'm going to give you a little tour of it. Yesterday, we got showers overnight. So yesterday we got everything kind of set about, and now this morning we got here, we got everything set. So I'm going to show you now. So here it is. I don't have a lot of the trees out yet. I have 2 of each color. I kind of stacked my quilts like that so that people can look through them. We're gonna do the outside first. So I always imagine that I have more space than I really do, and so I bring way more than I probably should. But that's okay. If I don't have it here, I can't sell it, and hopefully we're praying for a big crowd. And this is a new, if you guys remember, I made that quilt or that ladder rack in one of my videos. My mom's using it to display her towels. And she's gonna get that all set up. It's sprinkling a bit right now. So it rained overnight, and we're supposed to get more showers today. But we're hoping it holds off in just little sprinkles. So this is the thing. They didn't show up behind us, and so I have all this space. So I'm waiting, and if they don't come, I'm gonna take advantage and spread out even more. I'm might as well take advantage of all the space. All right, so inside, brought these little racks and we have our little signs in there. My mom is still getting set up a bit, but I love what she did here with the little amber bottles. Love, love, love those. Loving her hats. Look at these cute little snowmen. Oh, say hi. Can I say hi? Hi. All right. Oh, kind of moved a little fast there. Sorry. So here's a ladder rack. We just tried to fill as much as we possibly could everywhere. Normally I bring a lot more smalls. I was so focused on all my large items that I feel like I don't have a lot of smalls. So if things start selling, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to put my larger pieces like around. So it's all good, but well, let's just pray for a sellout and that I have that problem, right? I came up with this idea too. I have these little, like under here, these little wicker baskets. I flipped them up and I put the galvanized crates on them and use that. But I try to stack things so that I use, you know, less space, just multiple of the same items. But I would love to have like that big round quilt shown more. I feel like things are a little compact right now. So I'm hoping, like I said, I can get that back area. And I did bring those two black stool or well, like chairs, but they're in the truck still because we ran out of space for them. So if I could get that back area, then I could use them there. So here is a sneak peek of the beginning and what it looks like. I will try to tape during the show, and then I will, like I said, I'm gonna recap at the end too. So I have really good news. I'm gonna walk you guys around. I cleaned up the area a bit and they never showed up. So I spread out a hair. I probably should have taken advantage of maybe all the space, but I think I did. I think it looks pretty good. I got all the trees. I finally can display some of those. Got my barn quilts up on easels now. So I think it looks good. So I'm very excited. All right, just wanted to give you the update. Good morning. So today is Sunday and I'm so sorry. I was so exhausted last night after we locked everything up. I realized I had not even taken a video or given you an update, but it was crazy busy. Ooh, mosquito. Crazy busy yesterday. Vendors, some of them that whatever they brought sold out and they've actually packed up and gone home. So they're not even here for day 2. But I am gonna walk you around the booth, show you what I have left, and I feel so blessed. I had such a wonderful day and I had a goal in mind and I've almost hit my goal, so I'm gonna bring you along. All right, so we changed this up front a bit. The red chairs sold and we have the 2 black benches and a lot of the trees sold. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of show you how we reset our booth. I should have taken a before this morning, but it was so dark when we got here. We actually have a dome light that lights it all up for us. So let's walk around. I have this now today. I love it. Alright, so bringing you around, both my big rounds sold. Many of my 33-inch barn quilts sold. A lot of these little rounds and barn quilts went out like crazy. So I have very few left. The trees were a hit. The stars, all my colorful stars, I think I have one left. Right there. All right, and so I'm gonna walk you in. We redid my mom's display here. Saw that yesterday, or when I showed you the first day. Her towels that she stamps, they're turned out so cute. I love them. You guys know how much I love that pig. And then she has all of her melts. And here, look at cottage core, guys. I love it. The display up there. And her whole, all her candles. Oh, there's Miss Caitlin. All right. So we really spread everything out to fill in all the spaces. I only have a couple of these home signs left. Those were a hit yesterday too.
I'll make it easier.
All right. And I brought that pig plate that oh, look at, and she did an oink.
So smart.
All right, so there is the booth. So we're gonna get set up for selling pretty quick. It's gonna open. All right, and I'll let you know and give you an update as we break down. Hello, so I wanted to give you a recap or an update of how the show actually went. So in the background, you can see I have my trees. I started off with, well, I built 52, loading, I ended up herding one, so I brought 51 trees, and I ended up bringing home 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 trees. So again, too, with my stars, I brought 52 stars. I ended up bringing home, they're right here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them. So I definitely did great on both of those. I also brought my barn quilts. I had like 2 stacks around this tall, and I sold roughly half of the barn quilts. And my bigger, the 2 big round ones, I sold both of those. I also sold quite a few 33-inchers, and then a ton of my smalls. So I did have a goal in mind. I'm calculating, I started going through, it was so busy. Honestly, the crowds came out. I could not be more happy with the amount of people that showed up for Saturday. I was completely exhausted. I tried to do like tentative numbers, going through all the little, I have books of 50 receipts in each one, and I was trying to add those up roughly. There was quite a few, so I did a rough estimate. On Saturday, I had almost made my goal. So I thought for sure Sunday would have pushed me over. Unfortunately, Sunday was kind of a dud. I don't know if everybody just came out on Saturday and they knew rains were coming on Sunday, but Sunday was a bit slower. So we did about like a 1/10 of what we did on, on what we did on Saturday. So with that said, it was a very successful show, and I know that in many of my videos recently I have looked completely exhausted. Well, I'll tell you, I have been very exhausted, and but now I'm gonna get back on track, and all of this extra stuff, it will be going into my 3 booths. So I'm gonna right now. Today what I'm doing is just unloaded the trailer, put everything here. I'm gonna divvy everything up and go ahead and restock my booths, and then hopefully come up with a plan for the holiday flip. I know people have already done a holiday flip. I'm like, it is not even, it just turned October, people.
So Halloween hasn't even gone by. Let's enjoy fall before we bring out the holidays. Even though, yes, I did have a red and white Christmas tree. I had a red Christmas tree. Holiday was definitely selling though. So I was kind of like, oh, I wonder how it's gonna go over with, you know, like the red or the red and white. But definitely went over really well. But I think I'll probably do my booth flips probably at the end of like October. I have to watch to see when everyone's going to be having their holiday open houses. All the locations, they do something really special. So, but yes, overall, I did fantastic. I'm very pleased. My 14-year-old was on the register. There were just a few mistakes. One of them was a very big mistake, and I found it out this morning when I was going through some of the notebooks. Mistakes happen, right? So she helped me. I'm very, very happy with that, and I appreciate all the help that she has given both my mom and I. My mom did very well too. So yes, we're both ecstatic. So I want to thank you for following along, and I wish I would have had more footage of actually the day of the event. I was actually anticipating like going out into the crowds and showing you the crowds, but we were so slammed. It was like sale after sale after sale. It was just nonstop. It was nonstop sales. It was nonstop like replenishing my booth. I had to, you know, move stuff back where there were open spaces. So plus I was running to, I had brought my trailer and I have it parked outside of the gate. And when anything big would sell, I would go back and I would replenish. So like my home signs, I brought 20 of them. I came home with 3, and I honestly, I only put 4 out. So 2 of the whites, 2 of the grays. So whenever those would sell, I'd go back and I would pull more. So I was constantly running back and forth to the truck. So there was a lot going on. So I apologize there was not more footage of the day of, but I try to give you like glimpses of the booth, you know, as it was set up. The one day on Sunday, I should say, Sunday, the last day, we like spread everything out to make it look as full as possible. And I just had videotaped that video, and I hit stop and I'm like, do I feel a raindrop? Literally it downpoured, and we didn't have our sides on our booth, and it was like pouring in the sides. Our tables were getting flooded, and thank goodness we brought like these plastic Dollar Tree vinyl tablecloths. We were able to tuck those under and block it so that the water ran outside then, but by that point everything was basically sopping wet. But we were able to then get everything dried up. We left those on. It rained off and on Sunday, so I think that's too why the crowds didn't really come out on Sunday, because of the rain too. I'm wondering if the Packer game had something to do with that, being a 3 o'clock or 3:25 or whatever time game, if they were going to the games or prepping for parties. So Sundays can be hit or miss. So it's better when the Packers don't play, and then I've noticed that the crowds are way better on Sundays. But, well, again, I want to thank you for following along. And if you haven't been to my channel before, it's all about DIY, the day in the life of a small business owner. And this is just one portion of it that I go to different vendor events. And I'm going to bring, you know, I love bringing you guys along. Like I said, I wish I could have spread myself out a little bit more to get more footage for you. But if you do like, you know, channels like this, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, so that little bell, go hit that, and that way if when I release videos on Mondays and Fridays, you'll be notified. And go ahead, tell me something that you found interesting in the comments. Tell me did you learn something, or did you enjoy the video? Let me know. All right, well, we will see you guys on Friday. Bye.